All right. 1 week away, less than a week away, with the biggest fight remaining this year in the welterweight division, Errol Spence Jr. versus Shawn Porter in LA. Gonna be a good fight. Errol Spence Jr. said he is going to break down Shawn Porter and stop him because he is not Danny Garcia and he is not Keith Thurman. Barry Hunter puts his 2 cents in it. Derek James puts in his 2 cents. And we're going to talk about all that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell icon. And that way you'll be notified when we release more videos. Much love and thank you to the people that are obviously the most important to this channel. Those are the people that watch the videos to the end, the people that support in the live streams and come to OG Boxing Talk on Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, with myself, KQ, KC, Blood Boxing, Curtis Anderson, and of course, my Patreons over at Fanon's Business and Politics, where we chop it up about those things you know we be talking about. Let's get to this fight. Errol Spence Jr., Shawn Porter. Errol Spence Jr., the IBF champion, one of the hottest young fighters in all of boxing, is the favorite to beat the WBC champion, Shawn Porter, the former IBF champion, Shawn Porter, who is one of the top fighters in the division, have been one of the top fighters in the division for years, is not an easy out for anybody, and I'm looking forward to this fight. This is a fight that I wanted to see before Errol Spence Jr. had agreed to fight Mikey Garcia, but unfortunately for me, Shawn Porter didn't want no smoke at that time. And right after the Danny Garcia Shawn Porter fight, Errol Spence Jr. gets into the ring, says we got to fight. Shawn Porter says, yeah, we're gonna do that. And then not 10 minutes later, Shawn Porter is out there saying, well, if the fight don't happen that ain't my fault. Yeah, you're not your own boss, huh? I thought people that didn't have promoters were their own boss. And if Kenny Porter had something to do with that decision, well, you and him are a team, and it's on. The buck stops with you. The buck stops with you. But he didn't want the fight. He winds up fighting Yordanis Ugas in a very, very good fight, a tough fight. Upon watching it, again, a lot tougher for Shawn than I thought it was. Ugas was laying them hands to that body. The Shawn Porter got out of there boxing, doing different things, and Errol Spence Jr. beats up on Mikey Garcia. Just easy fight easy fight for Errol Spence Jr. One-sided fight for Errol Spence Jr. Now they're in the ring, and we're back to where we should have been to begin with. A unification fight in that division to cut these champions down from 4 to 3. And hopefully after that, we can get down to 2. And when we get down to 2, you know we looking for that 1, which is Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford, right? But we got to get step by step. And it's not an easy fight for Errol Spence. But Errol Spence Jr. talked about what he thinks he's going to do to Shawn Porter. And he said, man, I'm going to break him down. I'm going to knock him out. I was listening to Barry Hunter. They brought Barry Hunter into the camp. I'm not sure if Barry Hunter was in that camp in previous camps with him. I don't remember him being there. But obviously, Shawn Porter is surrounding themselves with people that know who have been around Errol Spence Jr. His father was assistant trainer, I do believe, in some national tournaments and the Olympics with Errol Spence. So he's been in and around Errol Spence. Barry Hunter, just the fight 3 fights ago, prior to the Mikey Garcia and the Carlos Ocampo fight, had his number one fighter, and I mean number one fighter as in a guy that he really brought along, Lamont Peterson and Anthony Peterson, the Peterson brothers out of DC, man, two of my favorite fighters. Great story there. Really seem to be really, really good people. Barry Hunter really seems to be a really good people too. Straight up, man, please don't wind up letting these guys be from Maryland. But I always think, I'm pretty sure that these cats are DC, the headbangers out of DC. If it's not, man, forgive me. Forgive me. I'm getting old. But anyway, the Lamont Peterson fight, Barry Hunter was in the corner for him. I knew what was going to happen before that fight ever happened. Barry Hunter was going to be there with that towel, shoop, throws it in, right? But now he's in here with a fighter that's more prime, more, closer to his peak in Shawn Porter fighting against Errol Spence. And Barry Hunter's saying, man, there's a lot of things that Shawn Porter can do that people don't know. That he can, he showed his boxing ability against Ugas. He showed his boxing ability against Danny Garcia. And it's not just the rough, rugged tactics that everybody sees, right? But if he's got to go to that, then, hey, man, he's going to do whatever he needs to do to try to get that win in that fight. Errol Spence Jr. saying, I seen and I know pretty much everything this cat, all this dude's skill set. But look, man, I know he's been in a lot of close fights. He's been in close fights with Kell Brook. He's been in close fights with, he was in a close fight with Adrian Granados, if you ask me. Close fight with Adrian Granados, close fight with Keith Thurman, close fight with Danny Garcia, close fight with Yordenis Ugas. So, he's not been an easy out for anybody. But Errol Spence Jr. saying is, I'm not those dudes. And I'm gonna be able to do, if you try to get rough with me, I can get rough with you, but I got a system for you and a game plan that my coach is laying out for me to systematically break you down and then get you out of here. And he wants that knockout on his record so that of Shawn Porter, and so he can say that he's done something that nobody else has done. And on top of what he did his previous fight, which was what he did to Mikey Garcia. Leading into the Mikey Garcia fight, people were like, if this goes to the decision, it's going to be Mikey Garcia. That's what first of all, nobody thought it was going to go to this. Not a nobody. Many people thought Errol Spence was the bigger guy, the stronger guy, was just going to roll through Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia prepared himself, and I think Mikey Garcia has one of the best camps in boxing. And I don't think there's going to be a lot of people that disagree that his father and his brother and himself with his championship experience are, have not seen and done most everything in the sport of boxing. And what they saw and what they planned for by going to Victor Conte, getting bigger, doing a lot of sit-ups, getting stronger, was they were trying to prepare for the size of Errol Spence Jr. And so they figured if they could take the size and if he couldn't hurt him and they could get that together, that they would be able to beat him because he doesn't have the ring IQ that Errol Spence Jr. doesn't have the ring IQ that Mikey has. And what wound up happening was that it was a college freshman versus a sixth grader as far as boxing IQ went in that fight, because Errol Spence Jr. just beat him pillar to post. Easy. Didn't even have to commit to punches. Hitting this guy with 17, 18, 19 punches in a row, taking a breath and hitting him with another 16, 17 shots in a row and not taking any back. If that happens to Shawn Porter, where Shawn Porter and these guys miscalculate what they think they can do to Errol Spence Jr., hey man, it could be a lot of trouble. But I really did enjoy after the Errol Spence Jr. Lamont Peterson fight, where Errol Spence Jr. said, look man, I'm going back to bulldozing. He used the N-word. He said, yeah, I showed you I could box. You thought that I couldn't box, so I boxed him. I beat him easy. But now I'm going back to bulldozing. I think bulldozing could be a good tactic against Shawn Porter. Because Shawn Porter is on the inside, but he's really not fighting on the inside. He's more grappling and grabbing and bumping and headbutting and pushing more than he really is working on the inside, right? And like Teddy Atlas said, Mikey Garcia, the Shawn Porter Ordenis Ugas fight, Teddy Atlas said that Shawn Porter was talking without saying it out of his mouth, but his body was talking. Said he didn't like them body shots. When Ordenis Ugas got on the inside and was hitting him with those things, Shawn Porter tried to get up out of there as quick as he possibly can. And Shawn Porter, there's another thing about this. Shawn Porter has been in a lot of close fights. When you look at that sentence, you might think that the most important of that is close fights. The other part of that significance is a lot of them, which means every time, and the importance of that is every time you get into that, you lose a little something, you get worn down a little bit, and maybe Shawn Porter really ain't down for the wars like he used to be. Because he didn't try to war with Danny Garcia. He tried to box, outpoint, and stay away from him. Same thing happened. Wow, what's this? Sorry. Same thing happened with Ordenis Ugas. But we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Sorry about my alarm going off at the end of the bell. And the video just tells me I got something else to do. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.